This is Louise for MMA Crazy, and we're here with Alexander Gustafsson. Now, we haven't seen you for a while, but you're here in Rotterdam as a guest fighter for the Q&A. So how are you finding it here?
Very nice people, a nice city, beautiful weather, and it's my first time here. Just a 2-hour flight from home, so I'm feeling good.
And what fights are you looking forward to seeing on Sunday night?
My friends, they're fighting, 2 of my friends, and I'm looking forward to that.
What about the co-main and the main event?
Well, you have heavyweights there, and it's always fun to see heavyweights. You know, it's they stand and then bang, like, you know, people get knocked out in those type of fights. So I'm very excited to see that too.
Would you predict the outcome for Overeem and Arlovski?
You know, Overeem has been looking good, so, you know, and yeah, I think he will probably win the fight, but you never know. It's MMA and it's heavyweights too. Who hits first?
And you said obviously you've got Magneseed in blood as well. So have you had any part in helping him prepare for this fight?
Not for this fight because he hasn't been home. He's been away. I've been talking to him a lot, and you know, he feels very good. He's looking good, and yeah, he's in shape and he's ready. It was a long time he was competing, so he's very, very glad to be back, motivated.
And obviously you've been out for a while now. You've taken some time away from the sport, but you went to Alliance, didn't you? So can you just kind of talk about your time away?
Yeah, I just went there. I was supposed to stay there for 3 months. I just went for 1 month, and then I had to get back and fix some stuff at home. So I was there for a month, and I was training. I felt good. To come back there and meet my friends. Be back at Team Alliance. So yeah, it was a good time.
Do you think you needed that to kind of get away from things and to kind of refocus on what it is that you want to, you know, in terms of going forward?
Well, yeah, you know, I always been, you know, I've been training even if I haven't been, you know, in the spotlight. I've always trained, so and I do my rehab for my body, and I'm feeling good. You know, I don't stress. So I went there more for, you know, I was training and I was having a bit of vacation, so, you know, I had a good time, more or less.
So what's next for you then?
We're looking for a fight, and I'm ready to fight. So.
Have you got any opponent in mind at all?
No, not now. I'll take that opportunity I get. So.
What about somebody like Ryan Bader? Has that ever crossed your mind?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you know, I'm down with a fight. I'm open-minded.
Because obviously he hasn't got a fight lined up, and neither have you. I mean, if it did come together, how do you think that would go down?
Me winning, of course. Yeah.
How would you see your styles matching up?
Very good. You know, very good. He's a good fighter, and he hits hard, and he has a good wrestling base. But I just think I'm too good for him.
And a fight that's just been confirmed is Anthony Rumble Johnson against Glover Teixeira. So what do you think about that matchup, and how do you predict the outcome of that?
Well, it's a very exciting matchup. We've got 2 brawlers. They hit hard, both of them. So, you know, I just see Anthony winning that fight, but because I think he's too fast. You know, they both hit hard and have good technique standing, but I think Anthony is a little bit faster than Teixeira. So maybe Anthony, but you never know. It's, you know, 2 brawlers, they hit hard. Anything could happen.
And obviously Jones made his return to the octagon. What did you think about his performance against Vincent Preux?
Well, he did enough to win the fight, I think. It was a boring fight, but yeah, he's back, and, you know, I'm glad that he's back. You know.
Looking at that fight, did you think, I mean, what was going through your head? Did you think, oh, you know, I could have beaten that Jon Jones that was in there then?
No, I was more like enjoying the fight. I don't think that way right now. I'm just focusing on my own leg. I don't focusing on Jon Jones or any of the top guys there. I've been there and I got my ass kicked. So I need to start somewhere. For me, I just focusing on my own training, and I'm focusing on the next opponent, and on my own things.
I mean, so obviously St. Preux came in as a last-minute replacement. Did they ever contact you?
Not what I know, but I wasn't there for that. I wasn't there anyway, so it is what it is. But it's a little bit frustrating. But anyway, I'm looking for the next challenge here, next opponent, and I can't wait.
So, if they had called you, would you have taken it?
No, that's what I mean with frustrating. I would, if they would been contacting me, I would even could have taken the fight because of circumstances. But so it's frustrating for my own self. But anyway, I was just glad to see Jon Jones is back and he won that fight.
So obviously you just said that you're not concentrating on the higher ranked guys, but I mean, how many wins do you think you are away from getting into the mix again?
I don't know. People want me to fight the best guys. I want to fight the best guys too. I want that belt. I still want that belt. I've been there twice, and I've been losing on very, very, very small details. So I'm really motivated to get back there. But I've been losing twice in a row now, and I need to get back and fight another guy now. And then when I win that fight and I win the next fight, then we can talk about a title shot and those guys.
Okay, so obviously we've got Jones and Cormier 2 coming up for UFC 200. What do you think of the outcome of that fight?
I hope DC wins.
Okay. And why do you hope DC wins?
I like that guy.
Okay. And I mean, does that make a difference for you? Obviously, with DC, if he holds on to the title, and obviously you want to get, back up to a shot. Does that make any difference for you?
No. I just like that guy. I think he's cool, but I fight him. We fought once before, and I can fight him again. So it's all good.
What do you think of it as the main event for UFC 200? Obviously, there was a lot of controversy going around with Conor and him not attending, scheduled press events. So, what do you think of this as the new main headliner?
It couldn't be a better main event. For me, that's the best main event. I'm very excited for that fight.
And then, obviously, if Conor McGregor and Diaz does happen soon, which I think it's going to be confirmed any moment, what do you think of the outcome of that fight as well?
Well, I think Conor he's learned a lot from his last fight against Diaz, but Diaz is too big. Conor he's one of the best guys in the world in his division. So it's hard to move up in weight classes and compete against the best guys. So
So do you think them both having a full camp for this, will it make much difference at all to the outcome?
Well, I think Nate Diaz is too big for Conor, so I'll probably stick to Diaz.
So do you see it kind of unfolding similar to how it unfolded the first time?
Yeah.
And what do you think about, obviously, the controversy surrounding Conor as well? Obviously, with him not turning up to the commercial and the press event, what's your opinion on that?
I don't know. You have duties, you need to do them. You need to be professional.
Do you think it was a good decision to pull him from the card because of it?
I don't know. It's a very hard thing to do. I don't know so much about it. I don't have all the information about it either. But let's say if I was in Conor's situations, I probably showed up. I should have shown up because as a professional doing, they show up. So, but takeaways, it's fight, it's hard.
We better let you go. Thank you for talking to us. Thank you. Enjoy Rotterdam.